So what's real cool is I didn't have to take any of my cameras, any of my millennials or anything, and I actually went to Barrett-Jackson for the first time in about, I don't know, 15, 16 years, and actually had a good time. I hung out, got to see some of my friends, have some beers. I didn't have a camera crew. I wasn't buying cars. I wasn't selling cars, and then I bought a car. So we're fixing to unload. I don't even know what to call this thing, but it was in the parking lot, and I bought it from a guy that we have done some business before, and he's like, yeah, I bought a couple cars from you. You sold some cars to me or whatever. But here comes my rocket ship. So supposedly this car was built in the early 1960s, and it's a Corvair rear end, single wheel front end, and single seat. But since it's so cold and it's icing up, what we'll do is just wheel it in real fast where we can take a look at it, and we'll play with it when the weather's a little nicer.
So since it's red on the bottom, can we call it Red Rocket?
It can be called whatever. Whoa! God almighty, it's cold.
What's up, man?
I don't even know, Richard, I don't got this.
Some point of it.
What?
These are about 400.
Gas Monkey deals in cash.
Is this thing run?
Now, if you know Richard and you know Gas Monkey Garage, you know I'll bet on almost anything. Hell, I've won a car by flipping a coin. But this is the big weekend, the big game, right? And you want to get in on the action? Well, you got to go to DraftKings Sportsbook. That's right. I'm teaming up with my friends at DraftKings, and if you use the promo code Gas Monkey Garage and you're a new user and you place a $5 bet on the big game for this weekend, you're going to get $200 in bonus bets. You use the Gas Monkey Garage promo code at DraftKings. You placed a $5 bet on the big game. You got $200 in bonus bets. What do? There is a multitude of ways to play. Go to DraftKings right now and get you some of that. Right now, though, I got to go to the moon.
This thing is really, really dangerous. I like it.
It does.
Wow. Groovy.
So you found this in a parking lot?
Well, he drove it up there.
We drove it up this?
That's the front end's off the Cessna.
Yeah, how's it work, do you know? Other than...
Key.
Well, that's, yeah.
Cessna
How does this-
or Bonanza.
Maybe not.
Okay, so there you go.
It's a Corvair motor.
Yeah, it's a full Corvair.
Wow.
That is cool.
And it fits so well.
Will this fall? No, that's what happened, I guess.
It had a strap right here. It's broke.
So I guess that's what happened there.
That is pretty freaking
That's why they got that cut out. But then here's the gear.
Where's the
shifter right here.
Is there one?
Up
So,
now. Parking brake.
yeah, where's neutral?
So it's automatic.
Straight up.
Okay, straight up is park.
Well,
You're in. You touched it.
Got it, okay. Where's the key? Right there. Okay. Look at this interior, man.
This thing's so cool.
Does it look dope?
We drove it around a lot at Barrett, so.
Yeah, I saw it.
this was
That's where
yours?
I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
This one's
And we tried to do a donut in it in the rocks, but the front tire just slides around.
Well, see, I think it just needs a little bit of,
How long my buddies had it?
it just needs a little bit of sexy. Like the wheels in the back are too small. Needs to come down a little bit.
BFG all-terrain.
Get some bigger balls back here or something? I mean, tires?
Put some meat under it.
And it's got a title and stuff. He's sending it to me, right? I think. Yeah.
What's the title have?
And then what's in here?
So that's the gas tank right here.
Okay.
What's that? What's the front end off of?
So the
Cushman?
title as a what? Corvair? What year?
Cushman front end?
63, I think.
Corvair.
This is sexy.
Let's get Dabney's opinion. Dabney, come on. You got to see my latest. I think we're going to corner the market on rocket cars.
I'm coming.
And you know I have a rocket launcher. It's powered by probably one of the best inventions of General Motors history, the Corvair motor, the Flat 6. We're gonna replace your daily driver for this.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What do you think, Daph?
It's different. Well, we have a rocket launcher, so now we have a rocket car.
You and Phoebe look great in this.
Where does Fifi go?
We don't know. Get in there.
I'm not getting in there.
Why?
I'll never get out.
Look at how rad that is. It's got like a fire extinguisher thing, and it's automatic. You can drive it. It's got like gauges and stuff that work. It's got this really cool, movable whatever thing. I don't know what that is.
Keychain.
It's probably original. All right, so we got our rocket ship delivered. Literally, the guy was super cool and sold it to me in the parking lot at Barrett. He was driving it around. We got shitty weather right now, and it was hard to get here, and it's late at night. So we'll jack around with it tomorrow, the next day. But this thing's really cool, and it's got a lot of, like, it's almost perfect. So we're gonna put a little Gas Monkey spin on it and beef it up a little bit. But this thing is freaking rad, whatever the hell it is. Check it out. So the weather's nice and we're ready to rock. I can't wait to drive this thing. But first, like with everything, we're gonna go through it front to back, make sure all the buttons and doodads work, see what we got. We know we're powered by a Corvair in the rear, and the front end's real crazy looking. It's got like a shortened Springer front end. Could be from like a Cushman motorcycle or something like that, but really reminiscent of a Harley Davidson type Springer front end, but much smaller and fatter. So I think it's off a Cushman type thing. And this was actually a kit car that you could buy and build back in the 50s. And I haven't seen anything like it ever. So they didn't last very long. Super killer, thick fiberglass, though. You'd think they'd last forever. The interior of this thing is blowing my mind because it's actually comfortable, and I'm 6'1", and I can see the gauges real well and what have you. But we just want to make sure we know what we got before we go take it out for a ride, because I'm going to go to the moon. Hope this thing's fast. Where's my dudes? I can't see y'all. This is a one-seater.
We're behind you.
Okay, so check it out. Let's just start in the front, take a look at everything. See what we got, make sure everything's good, air up the tires. Let's pull the, I feel like I've got a good pedal.
Here, hold it up.
Well, it's in drive. Hold on. That should be neutral. Yeah, it's got brakes.
Yeah, lots of brakes.
Okay. So, show me what I'm looking at up there.
That exactly as you described it. Looks like the
Well, it looks
upper
like
end
I
of
got a
double
steering
Springer.
box, like you would have had on like an old F1 pickup or something.
And the Pittman arms.
And it's moving the Pittman arm, see?
Yep. So the drag length is short, like a four-wheel drive truck from the 80s, and it's attached to the top end of a Springer fork via a welded-on bolt. Literally, you can see where somebody welded it on here. And based on the steering box, it's tiny. It's a baby steering box.
It's not that baby.
It's a baby heavy dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to read my gauges in here. I'm gonna have to get out my CNI goggles.
It looks like you only got 2 gauges hooked up.
I got a speedometer that goes to 90, gas gauge, oil gauge, amps, water. It's got an airspeed gauge.
Your lower left, on your lower left, that's hooked up. And then
And then down here I got amps, oil, and oil.
that's the only one that's hooked up.
What about lights?
No, sir.
Yeah, turn the key on.
Oh. What about now?
If.
Yes, sir.
Both of them?
Yep, yeah, work.
Yes, all of it.
Tail lights?
Yep,
What about brake lights?
yep.
Wow.
What about blinkers?
Yep.
Blinkers?
Yep.
Blinkers?
Yep.
Yep.
All the way around.
All the way.
We're batting with fire now. What about this handbrake? Try to push it down.
It works.
Okay. Huh. We might have a solid vehicle.
Oil's in the
There's
engine.
oil in the engine,
Can you see,
oil in the transmission.
do you see anything moving here? In the engine compartment, or is this a vent?
That's a choke.
Okay, so it does have a choke.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not all the way to the back.
It's not hooked up?
Yep.
Okay. This is really pretty comfortable.
Look at the generator.
What did we decide? Does it have a horn?
That's a great
And
question.
then what is this?
That's your lights.
Oh, those are running lights?
Yes.
Or all lights?
Running lights.
All lights. Okay. I'm not seeing any dash lights yet. All right.
Most of the gauges aren't.
We only got 2
actually hooked
gauges.
up.
Should I try to start it?
Why not? Clear.
Is it a neutral?
Park.
Yeah, it's in park.
There it goes.
Oh, she's trying.
Steel just got to it.
I can't believe I don't have
Whoa, you're in gear. Okay.
Which gas?
I think it's good gear. Watch out. I think, yeah.
That's forward. That's forward.
Everything is forward.
She's not wanting to idle very well. Let's see.
Yeah, I know, really good.
Is the choke closed?
It's not hooked up. It's not hooked up.
Gauges are working.
Wide open.
Two carbs, one on each side.
Yeah.
Single barrel.
Yeah.
Maybe she just needs to get warm. I think that's what the guy told me too, that she's a little temperamental until she gets warm. Kind of like wives.
The fuel didn't smell that bad.
No, he said he was driving it.
It's pretty clean in it. I mean, it takes a little dirty.
Can you see the fuel?
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Let's put some fuel in it. Maybe a little fresh fuel. Let's let it warm up. This thing is so rad. Getting better. My first thoughts are this is pretty rad. It's pretty snug in here. I feel safe. You know, because of Elon Musk, we now have a more than zero chance of getting into a car wreck in outer space because he put that damn Tesla up there. Before that, you were never going to get in a car wreck in outer space. So if I can get this thing up there, I'm gunning for it. Coming for you, Tesla. Got brakes.
I love it, dude.
Smoked a little?
A little bit.
Time for the motor? burning off oil.
Probably burning off oil.
Well, let's go for a ride.
I've got to see this.
A lot of things come to my mind when I'm getting ready to go into a exploration that's never been done before, at least in these parts. And I just want everybody to know that I enjoyed my time here on Earth, made a lot of friends, had a few wives, had a kid and a half, and you know, it's been fun, but it's time for me to hit the wide open skies, see what there is, see if there's anything else out there. Wish me luck. Contact. If I make it back, I'll have some answers.
I always knew Richard would make it. I always knew he'd be successful. Clearly, Elon Musk is shitting himself right now. That's the competition.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go! Wow! To the moon! Wow! Okay, now we're gonna get crazy. You know, I can actually see nothing. Fly me to the moon. Let me play upon the stars. Something like that. Let me know. Exactly what I thought the heavens would be like. Gas Monkey Garage. So my first journey was very eventful. I had a lot of fun. Saw a lot of strange things. Visions of 9-foot tall bald people in my parking lot. Breaking down on the side of the Saturn's rings. And then I returned home in glorious fashion. I kind of expected a parade, you know, a lot of people, maybe some confetti. It's not every day that somebody comes back from such a long trip in a rocket ship. I thought it would have been kind of special. Not even a beer assistant. What are you millennials doing? I got a car being delivered.
You didn't tell us about that.
I know I didn't tell you about it because you know what old people like me do? We work on the weekends. We get things done. We still do our job. We buy cars. So I was up this weekend and I decided that I wanted this car. I got it bought and now it's here. See, it's called work. All right, so if you remember when I sold all my cars on Bring a Trailer, I said I was going to start collecting some newer stuff and different stuff, and some of that was not well received by the public. They were like, oh yeah, now you're going to be collecting Italian stuff, Ferraris and Lamborghinis and things. Yes, but I'm collecting the cool, weird, oddball stuff. Like we got the Lamborghini Jarma in there that they only made 300 of, 1973, probably the ugliest Lamborghini ever made. This, though, is a pretty rare car. 1977 Ferrari 308, which makes it a early Ferrari 308. It makes it a carbureted car, not the crappy fuel-injected ones like Tom Selleck drove. And then on top of that, it's a hardtop, not a target top, which is also very cool and very rare. This car I bought from a gentleman off of Bring a Trailer, believe it or not, where he had this car for the last 32 years, I believe, and he didn't really want to sell it, but he did. So, you know, here it is. Let's go check it out. If you don't like it, make sure you say it in the comments, you know.
Here. Yep, come on. Yep, you're good over here. I see it. Yep, as long as you stay straight, you're staying on. Yep, keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Make sure he's okay over there.
since we're having problems and things are exposed, we're gonna roll in, guys.
Have you ever owned a red Ferrari?
Well, technically the F40 that we rebuilt was red when I got it. But other than that, no. But I may have some coming. It's just a bad dude. Love it. So I picked this car because it's all original. It's had one repaint. It's never been wrecked. It's got extremely high miles, like 100,000 plus miles, which a lot of people think kills the value of the car. But when you're dealing with a vintage Ferrari, high miles means it was driven, it was kept up. It's not gonna have a lot of problems, etc. So once we get the battery charged up from it sitting on the truck, we will go for a ride and have some fun. And this is a freaking kick-ass car. So there you go. That is my rocket car that I took to space, and I had a blast, and I'm back in one piece. And let's see, what else did we do? Oh, we got the 308 Ferrari coming in, and we got a lot of things going on. Make sure you hit us up at gasmonkeygarage.com. Our new giveaway has just started. It's a mystery reveal that we're going to reveal next week, but right now we've got a lot of bonus entries. Get there, buy something, because you are going to freak out when you see what we're giving away this time. Thanks for watching. Always like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your grandma. Hell, put your dog on the feed. I don't care. Have a good day. Maybe I'm going back to space.